Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Barry Barbell here to help you build the strength and nutrition habits for a life well lived. And we're back with another training vlog. I think instead of just doing these, you know, voiceovers where I describe what you're seeing on the screen, I think I'm just going to go ahead and also start talking about some specific topics. I think for today's blog, I want to talk about why I chose Olympic weightlifting to start with. But right now we're doing some doubles. You see on the screen. These are, I think, four sets of two at 115. This is a deload week for your boy. So we didn't go up in weight. That's what the app describes as a deload. It's like we're not going up in weight this week. We're just going to do sets across. And honestly, like, it went pretty well considering. I woke up on this day. This was Monday. I woke up with some pain in my shoulder. You know, like that rhomboid pain that you have, like between your shoulder blade and your spine, like whatever funky thing was happening in there, like it made it really hard for me to create a stable rack position for these overhead position. It was just super uncomfortable. So I was dealing with that while I was doing these snatches, but it went well considering that I had like mild pain throughout. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, it was, yeah, four sets of two on the snatch, and then we have four sets of one on no hook, no feet clean, three sets of two on back squats, and then we had jump squats, three sets of five, and then reverse hyperextensions at three sets of 10. So that was the whole workout for today, this day that you're watching right here. Here are the no feet, no hook cleans. They went pretty well, except for like next time I'll probably starting with my feet in a wider position, because even though I was trying to do like no feet, my feet still ended up going out a little bit on most of these reps. So I think that's just like I just have to start with a wider base or something like that. All right, but let's get into the topic of today, which is why I chose Olympic weightlifting. So this was actually a conscious decision way before when I started my strength journey. And I started my strength journey in like 2015, 2016, when I started reading Mark Ripeto's book, Starting Strength. And in that book, he has a quote, or I'm going to paraphrase it. But in that book, like in the introduction or the first chapter, he talks about how strength is like the biggest indicator of the quantity of time you spend on this earth and the quality of time you spend in this earth, right? Because strength predicates your entire physical existence, right? Like if you want to be an old man, you got to be and independent as an old man. You got to be strong. So what you're watching here on my back squat, shout out to the big boy in the back lurking. These back squats are at 355. So it's three sets of two at 355. And they were tough. I'm not going to lie. They were tough. But yeah, like strength is the biggest indicator of the quality of life and the quantity of life that you spend on this earth. And so I decided when I was like 26, 25 years old that I was going to dedicate myself to becoming as strong as possible for as long as possible so that I could be independent and function well as a human being. So that's what it was. Like I knew from the jump I was going to be a strength athlete. And I thought like I would just follow a natural progression. Because I was looking at the Olympic weightlifters at the time, like Liu Xiaojun and all those other Chinese weightlifters. And those guys are like jacked. They're yoked. And so I was thinking like if I can learn how to move like that, like do those movements, then I could expect at least like some degree of those kind of results, right? Because I'm thinking Olympic weightlifters have, in terms of mobility and strength and explosive power. Like they have like the best combination of all that stuff, and endurance too. So like they have the best combination of all that stuff. And like Olympic weightlifting is a sport that all other athletes do to get better at their sport. So I was thinking like if I just want to be as strong as possible, athletic as possible, maintain decent mobility, and have a good amount of power behind me in all my movements, then training to be an Olympic weightlifter would be the move for me. And so what I did was these are jumping squats, 3 sets of 5 at the first set was at 225. The last 2 sets were at 245. I took it up. But yeah, I was thinking like if I could just train and get some degree of success in Olympic weightlifting, then that would serve me well for the rest of my life. So I started off training, starting strength, built my squat up to 315 in 6 weeks, or I mean 6 months rather. Built my deadlift up to like 335, something like that. And my bench was at like 180 something, maybe like 205, something like that. And yeah, from there, I just continued working on strength and building my clientele as a personal trainer to the point where I got a 405 squat and like a 425 deadlift and a 225 bench. And that's when I decided, okay, I'm strong enough now, I can transition into Olympic weightlifting. And so I've been doing this for the past couple months, and I enjoyed the process. These are hyper extensions, 3 sets of 10. I used a band because I don't have the machine to, properly use weight, but this is good enough. So there you go, Barry barbell. That's why I chose Olympic weightlifting, and that's what you guys are watching. Let's go.